Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being part of our program. Here we are together again on the radio. Well, why don't we take women seriously? You know, I always come up with these stories for why we can't take women seriously. All you people who say, well, I can't just have sex with them. I got to see what's inside their head. I got to talk to them. I got to see what they think. You don't want to know what women are thinking. Because honestly, they mostly think about cheesecake and where they can buy the next handbag. And what kind of little dog Paris Hilton will have next. And that's what goes on inside a woman's head. Until she's dropped her last egg. And then suddenly women become very interested in current events. So if there are tampons under the sink, the IQ is lacking. That's generally what you get. You can't take women seriously. And there's all kinds of examples of this in the news. And I have one here for you right now. Dateline, Rochester, New Hampshire. The New Hampshire Attorney General is investigating a Rochester doctor. It's Rochester, New Hampshire now. Because a patient, get this, complained about a doctor. What did he do? Did he sexually molest his client? Or his patient, I guess we should call her. Did he double bill her insurance company? Did he botch surgery? No. The doctor is being investigated by the New Hampshire State Attorney General because a patient complained that the doctor bluntly told her that she needed to lose weight. Oh, my God, how dare he! So this big fat tub of lard comes into the office to see her doctor for advice. And the doctor says, you're fat. You need to get help. Or whatever he said. Now she's complaining, and the Attorney General is investigating. Says here, Dr. Terry Bennett is the man's name. Said he's outraged by what he calls a baseless complaint. A patient was apparently insulted when Bennett told her that she was obese and could only get healthier by losing weight. Said Bennett, it's an epidemic in the United States and it's croaking us. How dare he tell that to a patient? That she's obese and the only way to get healthier is to lose weight. How dare he? Bennett said that it's a lecture he gives to many of his overweight patients. He said, it's your weight, and there's dozens of programs. You don't have to come in here. You can join Jenny Craig. You can go see Weight Watchers. My God, take that man's license away. How could he? A fat woman comes in and he says, you're fat. Oh. And here's the thing. The Attorney General is actually taking it seriously and investigating it. So now your doctor is supposed to be politically correct. Your doctor is supposed to tell you there's nothing wrong with being fat. Everything looks great. Are you kidding? Unbelievable. Says here, Bennett said he also tells obese patients that their weight is bad for their health and their love lives. But the lecture drove one patient to write a letter to the Board of Medicine, which has passed on the complaint to the Attorney General's office. Now other overweight patients are coming to Bennett's defense. Patient Mindy Haney said the following. She said, what really makes me angry is he told the truth. How can you punish somebody for that? You're right. Haney said that Bennett has helped her lose more than 150 pounds. But at first, she didn't want to listen. Here's what she said. I have been in this lady's shoes. I have been angry. I even left his practice. I mean, I was in my car taking off angry. But once you think about it, you're angry at yourself, not Dr. Bennett. He's the messenger. He's telling you what you already know. Haney is so upset at the complaint that she has started a petition demanding that the Attorney General be fired. So far, she's gathered 100 signatures. We should try to find out what this lady's name is. It's got to be a matter of public record. I mean, hell, how big can Rochester, New Hampshire be? You should find her and get her on the air. I'd love to hear her side of this. She needs a little schooling. It says here that Bennett said that the Attorney General's office tried to get him to settle the matter by agreeing to attend a medical education course, which he refused. Good for him. Don't settle. Take it all the way. I'm sorry, Bennett said. I guess he was on television when he said this. He said, if she's watching, I'm devoutly sorry to have offended you. And I didn't mean to offend you. I meant to tell you the truth, and that's what I tried to do. The Board of Medicine would not comment on the case, but Vice President Kevin Costin said, quote, physicians have to be professional with patients, and remember, everyone is an individual. Oh, shut up. You should not be inflammatory or degrading to anyone. That's what the market is all about, you moron. That's what the free market is all about. You know what? Patients who don't like that kind of conversation can leave and find another doctor. Butt out of the doctor's affairs. Butt out! Unbelievable. That now the doctor's going to be regulated for how they tell patients they're too fat? Unbelievable. Bennett said his apology should be enough. Again, just more evidence as to why you can't even give a rat's ass about what a woman thinks, because this is how women think. Just like the husband who finds out the hard way about whether she looks fat in that dress. Same thing here. Woman goes to the doctor. The doctor says, you're obese. You have to lose weight. How dare the doctor do that? Your comments are more than welcome.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
Yo, Tommy, I got a question for you, brother.
Yeah, Donnie.
You need a sidekick on the broadcasting station?
No, I don't.
The Tom Leykis Show.
It's the Tom Leykis Show. At 1-800-5800-TOM. That's our telephone number. It's Steve on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Tom, how you doing, buddy?
Doing okay, Steve.
Hey, I just got a comment real quick. If a hot blonde walked into the doctor's office for a normal checkup and, you know, everything came back normal and the doctor told her that she was hot, he'd get sued. I think he should be allowed to tell a fat person she's fat, he or she.
That's his job.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he's.
And by the way, it doesn't matter how he says it. Anyone who doesn't like the way he speaks can find another doctor.
As long as he says it. That's what I pay my doctor for, to tell me if I'm fat.
I mean, I understand when the medical board gets involved when doctors are molesting patients or doctors are overcharging insurance companies. Fine.
Yeah.
But now they're going to talk about the tone of voice somebody uses or the way they talk to people? Get out.
Exactly. It's unbelievable. I would like to talk to the person who started this petition as well. I want to hear what she has to say about it.
Oh, we're going to try to find her. I don't know if we will, but we're going to try.
Absolutely. I think she's probably like a -2.
Oh, if that.
All right, Tom, that's all I got, buddy. Blow me up.
Here you go, baby. 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Mary on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm okay, Mary.
I'm an RN. I live in Dallas, and I work for an orthopedic surgeon. And in our office, we have a sign that says, thin people should get discounts. Because everything that we do in surgery for people who have, knees that are broken and things like that, it's made harder by people who are overweight.
Oh, no doubt. And the cost, we're all paying for it. Yeah.
Everything. Blood pressure, you have to worry about putting them to sleep. You have to worry about, infection and how are they going to do after the surgery's over with their therapy.
Yeah.
So he lets people know that, yes, he's an orthopedic surgeon and he will do the surgery, but he thinks that if you're thin, you should get a discount because it's so much easier on us.
Makes a lot of sense. I like it. Anna on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Anna.
I just want to tell her that she's just a fat moron, okay? Who else is not the doctor going to tell you you're freaking fat, you need to lose weight?
Of course.
Who else is not the doctor? Americans here, they're just so happy. They like to sue for nothing. If she said it's just...
Well, in this case, it's not even a lawsuit. She simply filed a complaint.
She's just a moron. Big, depressed because she's fat. Nobody like her. And
we're going to find her. We're going to find her. We're going to see how fat she really is.
Oh, she's just an idiot. Big idiot. The doctor...
Because you know what? She can go after the doctor, but she can't come after me.
Oh, I know that. I'm with you, Tom, okay?
All right, Anna.
Take care.
Thank you. 1-800-5800-TOM. Amber on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
How are you?
Do you care, Amber?
Honestly, not really.
I didn't think so.
I was listening to you and about all these women that are calling in, and it's not even just about the women though. It's about people in general. Women complain because they're fat, but they don't do anything about it. You have no right to complain about anything if you don't do anything about it. Then you have police. They're out there protecting, doing, everything. We say that they don't work hard enough, and they get judged for every little thing that they do, and then they go out and they protect us as we want them to, and then they get criticized. Well, you shouldn't be doing this, and you shouldn't be doing that. Teachers get in trouble. Well, they can't reprimand people's kids when they're brats, so they call the cops.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they get in trouble for it because this little girl gets handcuffed.
Yeah.
It's everything. It's ridiculous. People...
I can't believe that a state board would actually look at something like this, that they would actually consider a complaint like this.
I know, it's ridiculous.
I mean, you know what? If you want to punish the guy, stop coming to him. Stop being his patient. Stop paying him.
What he should have done is he should have handcuffed her to a treadmill. That's what he should have done.
It's outrageous. I'm blown away by this story, and it's just another reason not to take women seriously.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I work with them all day long, believe me.
Yeah.
I listen to it, and it's ridiculous.
I understand. Amber, thank you for the call. 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Dan on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Tom, how you doing, man?
I'm okay, Dan.
Listen, bro, I am a personal trainer, and there's nothing more in the world I love than fat women who don't have motivation to help themselves out because they keep coming back to me for business. But I have a policy that, because I have to have insurance too since I'm a freelance personal trainer in case something happens or I do something wrong. And if a individual comes to me with more than 35% body fat, I tell them to go get an EKG and a stress test on their heart first to make sure that they can do what I want them to do. And I told this to one lady, and I've never had a problem with it before. A lot of people are really understanding. They understand. She was pretty pissed, and she left. I never heard from her back. About 2 weeks after that, I got a summons in the mail that I was being sued.
Oh, my God.
Harassment.
Discrimination?
And harassment.
Now, you're in Washington State. There's no law that says you can't discriminate against a fat person.
Exactly. I don't know who this lawyer was or what he was thinking, but I was freaking out, being 23, first lawsuit. So I show up at court, and I barely walked in the door, and the judge was already dismissing the case, yelling at their other counsel and this lady. And basically, she made it her personal vendetta to come to my gym and make sure and, find my clients and tell them how I had treated her. Now it's horrible, and that, I would never have gotten her results or never would get anyone else results. And this lady made she just made my life a living hell for about 2 or 3 months until I finally got a restraining order for her.
Wow.
I just could not believe it. I mean, I can't believe, this lady, and she just, blows me away, man. Absolutely blows me away.
Unbelievable.
Anyway, Tom, blow me up old school, bro. Thank you.
Here you go. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Marie on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Doing okay, Marie.
That's great. I just wanted to tell you a little story about my overweight sister. She's about 325, 5'3". She's got a herniated disc in her lower back, and the doctor won't do surgery on her until she loses 100 pounds because there's no point. I work in orthopedics as well, so I know, that it's absolutely pointless to do a back surgery on somebody if they're just going to have the problem reoccur later on.
Right.
Anyway, so instead of encouraging her to lose weight, he's got her on methadone for 10 milligrams for
methadone.
Methadone. They use that for a narcotic for pain medication.
Well, some people use heroin. Hello.
It's horrible. And this is 5 years now. I'm going to lose the weight and yada yada yada. And I'm like, she just doesn't. It's just frustrating because most doctors that I've worked for would not even prescribe the pain medication. They would want that patient to feel the pain, so they would be encouraged to lose the weight so they could have the operation.
Wow.
So here I've got a sister who's 36 years old and depressed because she's overweight and won't do anything about it. It's just frustrating.
Boy, oh boy. I'll bet it is, too. 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Dave on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom, how are you?
I'm doing okay, Dave.
Good. Well, I'm not so shocked about this story, but I'm shocked about the story you're probably going to talk about a year, 2 years from now. The doctor who doesn't give the overweight person, the advice that they're overweight and ends up getting sued for that.
Well, that's going to be the next thing that happens. People are going to walk in and the doctor's going to tell everybody, you look great. You look great.
Yeah.
You don't look fat in that dress.
And, I'm an attorney myself, and, I don't want a doctor telling me how to do my job, and, good for the doctor for sticking to his guns and not letting the Attorney General of New Hampshire tell him how to do his job.
Pretty outrageous.
Absolutely. That's all I had to say, Tom. It's just, this spreads, it'll just be a chilling effect on, you won't get the best care.
I don't want my doctor lying to me.
Right. Or looking the other way.
If there's one place in the world I want to be told the truth, it's in the doctor's office. You may want your spouse to overlook the fact that you've got a beer belly, or you may want your spouse to overlook the fact that you've got a big ass, or you may want your spouse to overlook the fact that you're losing your hair, whatever. When you go to the doctor's office, you need to get the truth. The doctor cannot be afraid to tell you the truth. As it is, I have found, because I know a number of people who have had serious illnesses. I've just had this misfortune of knowing several people who have had serious problems. And as it is, doctors now, because they're afraid of being sued, generally tell you that your problem is much worse than it is, just so you won't come back and sue them later on, or your family won't come back and sue them later on if you end up seriously disabled or dead. So if you have a 50% chance of living, they'll say you've got a 25% chance of living just to cover their ass.
Yeah.
The last thing we need is to continue to restrict doctors' ability to tell us the truth. And if some broad goes in there who's a big fat tub of lard, and she wants the doctor saying everything's A-okay, she's not doing any of us any favors. And the state of New Hampshire, what a bunch of boobs.
Yeah, that's what your girlfriends are for, to tell you how nice you look and everything.
Right.
Not your doctor.
Or your husband, in this case. Your husband will tell you don't look fat in that dress, but the doctor shouldn't be telling you that.
Absolutely. All right, Tom, that's all I wanted to say, and let's hope this gets cleared up in the right way.
All right, Dave, thank you for the call. Appreciate it. Barbara, on the Tom Leykis Show.
Tom, you keep talking about her.
Well, that's because in this case it's a woman.
Tom, I'm a registered nurse. I work for a major hospital. I had a patient, 200 pounds, diabetic, lost a leg due to his weight. I told him about diet and getting into the pool swimming so he could lose some weight. He wrote a written complaint that I told him he needed to lose weight, and I got counseled.
That's outrageous.
You know what? He came to me, and I told him he was overweight, and I got counseled.
Now, it did not go to a state board, did it?
No, but I got counseled through my manager, and I...
And what were you told?
Pardon?
What were you told?
I was told not to take care of him again, and that maybe I could have said it in a better way.
Oh, tell us, just so we know. Tell us what you said.
Well, I started the conversation about his diabetes and about how the blood sugars be under control and about, he could start exercising in the pool, and if he started exercising, that maybe he could lose some of the weight that he gained. And the only thing he remembered from that conversation was the part that said he needed to lose weight. I said, how did I know he had a blood sugar of this much? How did I know he had surgery? I said, the whole conversation was before, and just a little tiny bit was about his weight, and that's what he filed a written complaint about me.
That's pretty outrageous to me, I'll tell you what.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
What do you get for your girlfriend? Tell me about it.
Well, she's 30, single mother with a kid, and I work with her.
You get her a new boyfriend.
The Tom Leykis Show.
Tom Leykis Show from Los Angeles at 1-800-5800-TOM. We're talking about a woman in New Hampshire who filed a complaint against her doctor. Now the Attorney General of the state of New Hampshire is looking into it. How dare he? The doctor told his patient that she was obese and that the only way to get healthy was to lose weight. The woman got pissed and filed a complaint. Are you kidding me? It's Tom on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
How you doing, Tom?
Doing okay, Tom.
Hey, man, I love your show. It is great entertainment.
Thank you.
Hey, listen, I want to get in this line with everybody suing people, and I want to run this by you. Maybe you give me some advice. Last night, my wife and I had a little argument. She called me a fat ass, and I want to know who can sue.
Hey, you know what? There's probably an attorney who would take that case.
I'd like to file a complaint.
I mean, one of the few places that has many attorneys in California is Texas. You should be able to find somebody easy.
I'm going to run that by. I'm going to put that out there and see what I can get on that. What do you think it's worth?
Maybe you could sue her for her half of the community property there.
That could be.
You killed two birds with one stone.
I'll get on that.
Right? You never got a prenup. This is your last chance saloon here.
This is it. I got a very good case.
I mean, Jesus, you're right, Dean. If Oprah Winfrey could get sued for libeling beef in Texas, anything's possible.
I mean, I didn't lie to her. I got into it. I was fat.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, instead of telling you that, she could just, leave.
Hey, man, great show. I got to run.
Thank you, Tom.
All right.
Appreciate it. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Mike on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom.
Hey.
Long time, first time.
Thank you.
Stemming from what a couple of the previous callers said, it's I don't believe it's really a woman's issue. It's really symptomatic of one of the things that I'm growing to hate about this country, and that's that everyone's behavior is being shaped by the fear of litigation. And I mean, if it's creeping into the medical world now, what is everything coming to?
Well, I understand if a doctor is, there was the one plastic surgeon one time who misplaced a woman's belly button and placed it a couple of inches off center. There are doctors who remove the wrong leg when you're a diabetic or that kind of thing. Of course, those doctors should be sued and should pay damages and what have you. But now we're going after doctors because they told a fat person they're fat?
Yeah, it just keeps increasing that fear. People can't do anything that they used to. I mean, on a lesser note, my wife is an elementary school teacher, and I asked her. I said, I noticed the kids aren't running around playing games that I used to play when I was a kid. I said, what's up with that? She says, we're afraid of being sued. The kids can't run. They can't play this. They can't play that. It's changing everything.
Well, I agree with you on that. Thank you, Mike.
All right, Tom. Take me out tribal style, man.
Here you go.
Baninge, 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 solo penza. Baninge, 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 solo penza. Kota nenge, asika mama. Oya kota nenge, asika mama.
1-800-5800-TOM. It's Christine on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom, it's Christine. How are you?
Just said that. I'm doing great.
Good. Hey, what was her premise of suing?
She's not suing. She filed a complaint.
Oh, she's filing a complaint.
She filed a complaint with the Board of Medicine in the state of New Hampshire. And the Board of Medicine passed her complaint on to the Attorney General's office, and the Attorney General of New Hampshire is investigating this.
That is insane.
I know.
That is insane. I work in the medical field, and that's like if they came into my office and the doctor was too afraid to tell them that they had a cavity.
Well, if you don't like the way the doctor talks to you, there's a very easy solution. Get another doctor.
Get another doctor.
We're not talking about incompetence or negligence. We're not talking about stealing from the insurance company or the patient.
Exactly.
This is not the state's business.
You know, it sounds like she just needs a doctor that'll tell her everything is fine. You look good the way you are. You're not going to die of a heart attack.
Isn't New Hampshire the state where the Libertarian candidate won one time when he was running for the presidential primary or running for president? Libertarians have done well in New Hampshire. That's where they have the flag that says live free or die.
Uh-huh.
Like, of all states, for this to happen.
I don't know. What does it come into?
It's outrageous.
It is. All right. Thanks, Tom.
Thank you. Appreciate the call. 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Don on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Dad, how are you doing?
Doing okay, son.
Good. I'm only one of 13 certified wealth preservation planners in the country, and my job is to work with physicians and other high net worth clients that, for fear of litigation.
Yeah.
We deal with this. It's such an epidemic that I had an ER doctor, call me just the other day. One of his patients that was just wheeled in was basically waiting in line, and he said, if you don't help me right now, I'm going to sue you. And everywhere we turn, these poor docs are out there, doing their best to save lives and to take care of everybody else. But why work if you can, litigate?
No doubt about it.
And it comes down to the attorneys out there, and I hope they're listening. They roll the litigation lottery, hoping they're going to settle, and it's a crapshoot.
Well, the outrageous thing here is there isn't even an ambulance-chasing private attorney here. This is the Attorney General of the state of New Hampshire.
Well, I'm from Seattle. Look who runs our state. So, it's become an epidemic, and it's getting out of control. And these doctors, they're afraid to practice, and they're afraid to do their job. And it just, it makes my job, I love what I do because I love helping them.
It keeps you in business, too.
15 to 20 calls a day, my friend.
Unbelievable.
So I'll tell you, it's why work if you can sue. And that's pretty much what this country's come to, and the healthcare...
Of course, as a wealth preservation person, I'm sure you see it from both sides. Attorneys who sue, attorneys who help protect people from being sued. It's both.
Yeah. And, malpractice is specifically put there just so if the doctor screws up. Like the diabetic, they take off the wrong leg.
Yeah.
It's the doctor is the ultimately responsible for that.
Right.
But, if the nurse prepped the wrong leg, how's he supposed to know unless he checks and double checks? And that's what the malpractice is there for, not to settle out of court. So, yeah, I love helping these doctors, and, they're doing the best that they can. And it's these, it is an epidemic, and it needs to be stopped somehow.
Thank you, Don.
Hey, love you, Rob.
Appreciate the call. Rebecca on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Tom.
Hi,
This
Rebecca.
is Rebecca.
I know.
I know you know. I'm a first-time caller. I listen to you a lot. I want to tell you I love your show, for one. And two, I'm a little overweight myself, and I think I would be more mad if my doctor didn't tell me, you know what, you need to get your ass out and start exercising.
Right.
Or you're going to have a heart attack. I can't believe this lady filed a complaint.
Because the doctor did the right thing. Because the doctor told the truth.
Right. That's the part that just baffles me. He would be putting her in danger, and then if something were to happen, it would fall back on him anyway.
And who the hell is this Attorney General taking this complaint seriously?
No kid.
They're the laughingstock of America right now. It's outrageous.
I just can't believe it. I was totally blown away. I just got in my car, and I'm driving home, and I was like, oh, my God.
Yeah.
What are people thinking? Do you really not have any time on your hands other than to sue people? I guess not.
It's amazing.
If you spent that time walking around, the doctor wouldn't have told you were overweight.
Yeah.
Everyone told you were obese because you'd be out exercising and you'd lose weight, and then you wouldn't be in the predicament that you're in.
No doubt about it, Rebecca. Thank you. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Cameron on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
So I was wondering, do we know exactly what this lady said? I mean, what the doctor said to the lady?
He tried to repeat what he said, and I'll read the quotes from the story. Here's what he says he said. He said to her, "It's your weight, and there's dozens of programs. You don't have to come in here. You can go to Jenny Craig. You can go see Weight Watchers." And then he went on to say that he tells obese patients that their weight is bad for their health and their love lives. That's what he tells them. Does that sound so terrible?
No, I wasn't sure if we knew if he was actually calling her fat or if he was just, he was like...
He said she's obese, and obese is a medical term. It is not a slur. The term obese and the term morbidly obese are each legitimate medical terms.
Yeah, everyone else was saying that he called her fat, and I was like, well, if he called her fat, then he is being a jerk, but if he's saying he's obese...
By the way, if he said she's fat and she doesn't like it, find another goddamn doctor.
I don't know, that's being a little...
Stop being so goddamn fat. You know what? I think that there's only a certain amount of regulation you can have of a profession. Okay? And if you don't like the way your doctor talks to you, if you don't like the tone of his voice, if you don't like the language he uses, get out!
I don't know.
The doctor's not an employee of the state. He's not at taxpayer expense. You don't like your doctor, open up the yellow pages and find a new one.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense, but as long as he wasn't calling her...
I mean, can you imagine if... I don't care if he called her a fat ass. You know what? Can you imagine if there was a regulatory agency that, the FCC, I forgot. No, that not only regulated whether we say the F word, but actually said, well, you can't hang up on callers and you need to be nice to people. And we're going to be investigating this complaint. Can you imagine if I had to deal with that? If a caller called in and I said, "You're fat," and then a complaint came in and I had to be investigated?
Yeah, that'd be a little absurd.
This is absurd.
It's not. Yeah, since he never actually called her fat.
I don't care if he called her fat. I don't care if he called her a fat tub of lard. I don't care. It's a free country. It's a free country.
She'd have the right complaint if he called her that.
No. I don't agree with that. You have a right to complain if somebody steals from you, if somebody breaks the law, if somebody bills your insurance company twice for something you did once. You certainly have a right to complain about that. But I'm sorry. This idea that you can complain because you don't like the way he said it. Tough luck. Buck up, fatty. It's my attitude. Buck up, fatty.
1-800-5800. The Tom Leykis Show.
It's the Tom Leykis Show. 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Jack on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom. How you doing?
I'm okay.
Now, I just got a comment about the stupidity of this Attorney General sitting there looking into something stupid about the way a doctor talks about somebody being, overweight and obese, trying to get them to do something about it.
Yeah.
When what they should be doing, the Attorney General should be looking into the insurance companies that won't cover for these weight loss surgeries and stuff so these people can lose weight so down the road they don't have to have all this other work keep doing over and over again and running our insurance payments and everything up.
Yeah, because we're all paying for this.
Yeah, I got a niece that she just lost over 100 pounds having this weight loss surgery, and now she's feeling good. There's problems that she had before, like her diabetes and all that stuff. It's gone away, so she don't have to deal with that. There's no more insurance payment. But there's some insurance companies out there that just will not sit there and cover this stuff to help some of these people out that do want to take care of it. And it's ridiculous that they're going after some stupid comment about a doctor telling somebody they're overweight.
No.
When they should be looking into these insurance companies.
That's the doctor's job.
Yeah, it is. Hey, if he's telling me I'm doing something wrong, I want him to tell me so I can get it taken care of.
Look, if a doctor can't be honest with you, who can?
Oh, I know it. It's like your mama lying to you or something.
Yeah, like the first time it happened to one of us, right?
Right.
Thank you, Jack.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate the call. Unbelievable. Our email address is my name. It's Tom at blowmeuptom.com. Tom at blowmeuptom.com.